I mean, it's tough to say, hey, look, the Washington Commanders drafted a quarterback second overall, and look what happened within 1 year when Myles Garrett could potentially just join the team that just had Jaden Daniels do it for them with Dan Quinn as the coach, right? Like if he wants to force his way to an NFC spot, which is what may be the one thing that the Browns, if they finally do countenance this concept of trading him, they would want to trade him to another conference. Is there a team, best you would know in first blush with this now being out there, that Myles Garrett might prefer to go to that's close to winning a Super Bowl that you could think of, Albert?
Well, I mean, Texas is home for him, right? So, I mean, I think you have to consider, like, would the Cowboys do something and take a big swing? It hasn't been their history of late. The Texans, like the Texans have shown they're sort of all in for right now while CJ Stroud's on his rookie contract. They just went and got Danielle Hunter. Is there, a world where maybe you flip Danielle Hunter in a pick or two picks or whatever it might be to Cleveland and bring Myles Garrett home, and now he's playing opposite Will Anderson. And then I think looking at the teams in the NFC, it's easy to look at like the Rams as a team where it's like they've got a lot of great talent on their defensive line. Would having somebody like Myles Garrett put them over the top? We know Les Snead's not averse to taking big swings, and they've got the resources to do it again. And then, like you said, like, your Washingtons, your Philadelphias, I think those teams would be in the mix. Like Washington, again, that window I talked about with Houston, like that's where Washington is right now with Jaden Daniels too. And so they should have the opportunity to take a swing or two like this. And there could be an opportunity for Myles Garrett to play in a scheme that's going to allow him to compile numbers and compete for championships. The Eagles have swung and missed a bunch on edge players. And we've seen like Howie in the past go in and say, okay, I've taken my swings. Now I'm going to take a big swing to fix it. It's like what he did with A.J. Brown at receiver. You could see that and be like, let's go get Myles Garrett and put him alongside, Jalen Carter for the next 3 or 4 years. And we'll have the most dominant defensive front in football. And obviously they've got more important business to deal with over the next few days. But the Eagles are one of the teams that would be in that mix. So I think my larger point here, Detroit, Detroit would be another one. Can you imagine him opposite Aiden Hutchinson? And maybe it's like Detroit's swing with all the coaches that they left, like just show, hey, we're still here. I don't know, like a player like Myles Garrett doesn't come available very often. And I probably just rattled off 9 teams. Sure. I could probably come up with 9 more. It's just, sure. He's like, you could talk yourself into so many teams wanting to do this,
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.